Yes. People, what's going on? Welcome back to this watch along. Manchester United versus Real Betis. Well, I guess Real Betis versus Manchester United in Spain. The second leg of the Europa round of 16. So thank you for joining this watch along. It's definitely going to be an interesting one because it's just myself. But hey, we got to work. We got to do what we got to do. So let's get the show started, guys. I'm liking the little bit of a rotation that we're seeing here. Obviously, there isn't too many changes. You've got the likes of Wan-Bissaka is starting today. It looks like Ten Hag has definitely gotten the message that Dalot needs to be benched until he can get back into form ever since his injury. Harry Maguire starts, which is expected. It's a second leg. We're up 3 goals, so definitely should be a comfortable game. So I don't see why Maguire can't start this game. Martinez, Malacia as well. We've got Malacia. Definitely something different from Shaw. Can definitely give us that energy. He's going to be more willing to run today than in Luke Shaw, especially us being comfortable with the lead. So I'm happy to see the Malacia. I'm happy to see the Malacia addition to our team. Then who do we have? Obviously, Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. That's a given. Game like this, I know someone had talked about Bruno lately has been Southampton. We did see him play a little deeper than we're used to seeing him play. So this could be Ten Hag trying to figure out the best position for Bruno Fernandes. But in a game like this is a good game to experiment, especially as the final stretch of the season is going to be upon us once we return from international break. So definitely looking forward to seeing how Ten Hag finishes the last um, the last round. So let's go from there. Palestri, definitely happy to see Palestri as well. He's definitely a promising talent. I honestly believe he's more talented than Garnacho, but I know fans will crucify me for saying such things. But the eye test doesn't lie, and Palestri so far has not disappointed me. So I'm happy to see him start today. We've got Fred. Obviously, we need Fred's engine as well. I'm beginning to think, based on here, it's looking like Fred is playing more advanced than Bruno Fernandes, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of switching going on rotation. We've got Rashford. Obviously, expect that Rashford will play, and then we've got Weghorst. So nothing too crazy on that front. So yeah, we do have a decent bench. Obviously, we have the likes of Sabitzer back, so that's promising news. Varane is on the bench. Hopefully, I don't think we will need Varane. Dalot's on the bench as well. We've got Luke Shaw. We've got Jadon Sancho. Um, Jack Butland, actually, he's somebody that people have talked about potentially getting a start one of these games. So he might be one of the subs that do come on. We've got Anthony Elanga as well. Anthony Elanga is a very interesting one because do honestly believe that there's a lot of talent in that kid. We saw glimpses of it under Ralph Ragnick, but it doesn't seem like he's favored by Ten Hag at the moment in time. But I think he's one of those young stars that, if given the right development and the right opportunities, he can definitely come up as one of Europe's um, top wingers or strikers. And obviously, we've got McTominay. So yeah, let's get to the game, guys. It's definitely been stalemate so far. The game is pretty open in the air, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of huffs and puffs in a game like this because, like we said, United technically has this game wrapped up, but the magic about European nights is the game is never wrapped up till the final whistle, as we've seen in past Champions Leagues. Especially the likes of Real Madrid in a Champions League. But most cases, I'm pretty confident in this game that we should be good. to go. Nicely there. Okay. Come on, guys. We're going to defend this. Nice. De Gea. Oh, yeah. Speaking of De Gea, a lot of people were talking about, especially after that 7-0 loss to Liverpool, that we needed a new goalkeeper, not playing out from the back. Guys, like I had said in my post match review last time, like De Gea, man, like I don't understand how you can't see the value that he provides to this team. Even like I said, when our team was struggling in the past seasons, De Gea has definitely been our saving. Has been the saving grace. He's been one of our best players for the last probably like 5 seasons. So I think it was kind of ludicrous that people were talking about we need a new goalie or new goalkeeper. Ridiculous. Let me know who you guys think like what positions you guys think are the most important for Manchester United right now. I know for myself, I think a striker like we've talked about is definitely crucial because I think this is probably Martial's last season. I'm a huge Martial fan, but I honestly believe that this is his last season. There's no point. Talent is one thing, but if you're never playing, if you're barely ever playing, then what's the point of having a talent that is not producing? So I love Martial, but it's time that we move on and find a striker that we can rely on week in, week out. I like Weghorst. I think Weghorst could definitely be that squad player that comes in. He's definitely shown that he can get the job done under Ten Hag. So definitely going to be crucial. Definitely going to be interesting to see what happens come summer. But I would like to see Weghorst stay, even if it's on a 1 or 2 year contract. Nothing too long. I'm not asking for a 4-year contract for Weghorst. A short contract. I'm sure he'll be happy to ride out the next 2 seasons at Manchester United, especially with the trajectory that we're going on. So, and then yeah, other than that, we definitely need a creative midfielder. Because the one thing I can say for Manchester United, watching us the season, yes, we have the likes of Ericsson, who is unfortunately injured. We have Bruno Fernandes, we've got Casemiro, but we're still lacking that creative midfielder, somebody who is not just attacking, but they have creativity to their game. A lot of times, I love Ericsson, but I find a lot of his time, his game is simplified, which is good, but um, it's very predictable. It's very predictable. And Bruno Fernandez, we know what Bruno brings to the game. He's a counter-attacking kind of midfielder. He's a midfielder who needs the space. He needs space and a quick. He's not somebody that likes to think. He needs time. He doesn't need too much time because he's kind of rash when he plays. So it's a very quick on the go counterattack. Make the quick pass and move on. So Bruno Fernandez is the kind of midfielder that I don't think he can sustain us all season. If we're trying to win the big trophies like your Champions Leagues, your Premier Leagues, your even up to your FA Cup, right? It's we need midfielders that can actually dictate games, that can control games, the tempo of the game, and right now we're still lacking that from the midfielders we have. Casemiro is doing a great job, but at the same time, Casemiro is Casemiro, right? Like he's a center back, is a sorry, is a CDM that's very good on the ball, right? And I don't want us to make that mistake thinking that Casemiro is going to, be the attacker, the creator, and also the defensive midfielder. Because we saw what happened when we tried to make Pogba every type of midfielder. It just doesn't work. And the moment that he starts underperforming because he's asking to do way too much, I can definitely see the fans on his back. So yeah, just one of those things I wanted to just point out there that the team is definitely looking good, but we are in need of a creative midfielder for sure. A lot of times I look at the passing that happens from like the likes of Bruno, Ericsson. It's very, in French they call it passer téléphoné. It's basically picking up the phone and say, "Hey, I'm going to pass it over there," and then and then you pass it. It's very obvious passes, and I think we're missing that KDB Pogba esque kind of passes, Modric, the Modriches of this world where, when they pass the ball, you're just like, how in the world did you see that opening? How did you see that opening? So definitely interesting. Mm. Not sure why Bruno is trying to shoot from over there. Not sure why Bruno is shooting from over there. It makes no sense to me, but makes no sense to me. Bruno, 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 man. Good job, Bruno, man. Like Bruno, you gotta pass. Yeah, man, because the thing like you gotta score in the first half, and it's not because I'm worried, but it's just they need to score 3 goals, right? But just scoring that one goal just gives us that breathing room, and we can start resting players like Bruno Fernandez, Casemiro that play pretty much 90 minutes in every game. I guess Casemiro doesn't really need resting because he's out for the next 4 weeks, and that's not including the international break. But why was Rashford trying to? I guess he couldn't generate enough power through his head, but why are you trying to score with your shoulders there? Come on, guys. Oh man, Rashford, man, that was a good chance. There's a bit of a push though from what's his name, the Portuguese defender. There was a bit of a push from him, from Cavallo. Yeah, there's a bit of a push from Cavallo, but too short. Okay. Okay, Fred's got the ball now. Man, Fred is in the box a lot. Nicely done, nicely done. Wambus. Oh, nobody. Oh, come on, guys. Nobody there for the cross. It's so weird seeing European games during the day. Like, I'm not sure why these games are so early in the day. Don't really get it. Come on, guys. We need a goal so some of you guys can rest. I want to see some of the young kids come on. What's the word on Malas? Martial. I heard Martial was back, but I don't know if that was just rumors. I don't know if he's kind of like Pogba that it's they're back, but they're not really back. Uh, Sloppy guys, like come on, that's a sloppy pass from Maguire. To be fair, I wasn't really expecting much from this game. To be honest, it's Those of you tuned in, please thank you for tuning in. Let me know what your thoughts are on the game so far. I was just talking about who we need to bring in the summer. Let me guys know who you think we need to add to this team, whether it's from the attacking front, from the midfield, defensive front, or if you're one of those fans that thinks that we need a new goalkeeper because playing from the back is so important. So just let me know what you guys think in the comments. And also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well. Definitely trying to grow the community, a day at a time, but we're definitely trying to grow the community. Okay. Nice. Uh, the follow through. Oh, that's not good. Palestri. I hope that's just a yellow card. Just judging from this past weekend, that could be. VAR could review that call. I need to see the replay. Oh, okay, that was nothing to that. Let me see here. So he slipped and fell. What? He got the ball. Palestri got the ball. Oh my god, man! Some of these refs, like, why the yellow? It looked worse initially, but from the replay, he literally just got the ball. He got there before the Betis player. Too bad. I heard Ganacho is out for the season. Unfortunately, for such a young talent, this was his up and coming season. So very unfortunate to see that he's out for the rest of the season. But I think this is going to give other young stars opportunity like Palestri. I honestly believe Palestri has more talent than Ganacho in terms of ceiling. I think Palestri has a higher ceiling than Ganacho. But Ganacho is a goal scorer, so a lot of times he's gonna seem like he's better just because he's scoring those goals, when we need them. But I think this is gonna definitely give Palestri more game time now that Ganacho's injured. I think Sancho too will probably start getting a bit more game time as well. And also Ilanga, like I had explained at the beginning of the show, I honestly rate Ilanga. I know a lot of he's not a fan favorite, but I think there is a talent. There's definitely a talent in him, and I just think the right coach, the right development, and the right opportunities. I think Ilanga can definitely be a very good player for us. He's got the speed, he's got the footwork, he's got the control for the most part. I remember last season he was giving Liverpool a tough time, so but yeah, we'll definitely have to see. But I think the Ganacho injury will definitely give other players a chance to play, especially we have too many wingers. I don't know why we have so many wingers that call themselves strikers. Hey guys, for those of you watching, I was just saying, definitely leave your comments on what you think about the game so far. I was also talking about who we need to add to this team in the summer and who needs to leave in the summer as well. So leave your comments, and also please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Good run, Malasia. Uh, Made a bit much of that tackle from Malasia. Also, guys, those of you watching, what do you guys think about? Obviously, there's been a lot of talk on the whole Casemiro red card over the weekend. Um, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did you guys think that was? Did you guys think that was a deserved red card? Obviously, at the time, everybody thought it was unfair, and as we got to see the replay over and over again, some people did change their minds as to whether it was an unjust red card. But what do you guys think overall with that situation with Casemiro? Obviously, he's missing. He's going to be missing 4 games, and then also too. Do you feel like Manchester United should have appealed the call? Oh, whoa, Rashford trying to get into a fight right now. Not worth it, guys. Not worth it. Like we're 3 goals up away from home. Like it's not worth the necessary fights. That was onsides though. Rashford out there speaking some Spanglish. Man, this game is just like every time I look up, it's a foul. This game is dragging. Mm. That feels like that's probably like one of the most decent plays we've had all game. 36th minute. Man, this game is Shit, I just realized I was talking this whole time with my mic on mute. I was just saying this is probably the lowest quality of game I've watched in a long time. It's just both teams can't complete a string of passing. They keep roofing it all their shots over the net. It's crazy. Just one foul after the next, man, guys. This is the problem. There's no flow in the game. Unnecessary challenge for Malacia, man. So unnecessary. Like you had Rashford there. Sorry, guys. This entire 45 minutes has just been fouls. That's all we've seen in this entire 45 minutes. Well, almost 45. Man, Joaquin looks like a grandpa. Yeah. I was saying I wish sometimes you could just end games at the 45 minute, but the beautiful thing about football is it's a game of two halves. You know, one half could be completely dead, and then the next half, you know, we could see a 5 goal thriller, right? So you just never know. You just never know. But at the same time, it's just this game looks done and dusted at this point. Casemiro against Real Betis, man, definitely doesn't have too many fans in that crowd. Oof. Oh, good block there. Good block. Good block from Martinez. Oh man, I think both teams are just ready for the half. Both teams are ready for the half. Oof. Nice block from Harry Maguire there too. Nice. Oh, it's definitely a foul, man. Rashford, you should have known better. Hey guys, thoughts on the game so far? Let me leave your comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. At this rate, I would just bring on the youth. We don't have that many on the bench, but honestly, I would take up the likes of yeah, honestly, at halftime, I'll just bring on the likes of Sancho, Elanga, McTominay. I'll just bring these guys on, man. It's at this point, it's save the legs, save the legs, and just call it a day. Whoa! Did that go in? Ratata. Did that go in? Trying to see if that watch vibrated. It's crazy. Oof. So close. That was a close one. Good take from Palestri, though. They was able to control that ball down, control his shot. That was almost a goal from Palestri. That could have been his game opener. Yeah, what do you guys think about that half, man? I think that was probably one of the most boring first halves that we've seen in a long time from this team. On both teams as well. This fixture has been the first leg was definitely more entertaining just because it was the first leg and the team had to win. But yeah, this game is looking dead. Like I know it's the international break, but I would just bring in the likes of Elanga, Scott McTominay, Jack Butland, Sancho. I would just bring these guys on. Not even sure why we started De Gea today. We could have just started Tom Heaton as well. Just give these players a rest just for the international break. But so far, yeah. Let me know what you guys think, man. It's been dry, man. It's definitely been watching. It's like watching dry paint. Like it's um yeah. Also, I talked about it. I've been mentioning this. Um, One, you guys leave your comments as to what you thought about the Casemiro red card. Was it well deserved? Should Manchester United have um, appealed the red card, or do you feel like Manchester United should have done more to appeal the red card? And also, looking at the team so far, I was talking about how we definitely need the two main role positions that we do need come summer. Transfer window is definitely a creative midfielder, not just a midfielder. I think we already have Sabitzer. Hopefully, I don't know if that's going to be a permanent deal. My problem with Sabitzer right now is I haven't seen enough from him. He hasn't started too many games, and then he's been injured. I know he's back on the bench now, but I need to see more from Sabitzer before I can endorse us keeping him for before I can endorse extending his contract. Um, Ericsson, obviously, he's been out for a long injury. He's been out for some time now. I don't know when Ericsson is going to come back. That's a good question. But I still believe that even though we have Ericsson, I still believe that we need a creative a creative midfielder. Like I had explained, the likes of Ericsson, Bruno Fernandez. These I think they're very predictable in their game, and with the amount of games that we have, um, we're going to be in more competitive tournaments next season. We definitely need somebody who can dictate games, that can control games, and that can change a game in a moment. We need those kind of midfielders. Like I said, Casemiro is doing a great job, but we can't expect Casemiro to. I just don't want what happened to Pogba to end up happening to Casemiro, where we're expecting him to do a lot more. He's a defensive midfielder who is good on the ball, but I don't think that's his main strength. I don't think that we should rely on him for areas in the game that he might not be the strongest at. So that's just my take on it. And that's why I still believe that we do need um, a creative attacking midfielder. That's something that we're lacking in our team, and we're just lacking that midfielder that just can find a pass from nowhere. Can find a pass from nothing, can create chances from nothing. Right now, we have too many. Like I was saying with Bruno Fernandez, he's very counter-attacking, and but a lot of games, usually you're going to play counter-attacking. 40% of your games will be counter-attacking, but that 60%, we need, people that can actually break down low blocks. So, um, yeah, definitely. That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, for forwards, I want to see more. I think Martial needs to go, and then we need to bring in. I don't know who we can bring in as a forward. Osimhen can come in, but I think we already have Rashford. So having Rashford and Osimhen as our forwards is going to be interesting because Osimhen tends to occupy the wings as well as much as he's a forward. So my issue right now with United is I think we have too many of the same type of players. Sancho, Anthony, Rashford. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is with all these players. Ganacho, Ilanga, Pelestri. I feel like they're all the same type of player. Yeah, they have nuances to their game, but I think we have too many of these type of players. What's going on in the? Let me see what's going on here in the Juve game. Um, Second half is back, and we are on the road. Doesn't look like there's been any changes at the half. So we'll see. I guess there really isn't too much of a need to change any personnel. It's just the game is the game, right? It is what it is. It's not anything to write home about. But honestly, at this point, I would take off Casemiro because we just don't need another yellow or red card suspension for the next round of fixtures. Because I guess tomorrow is when they announce the fixtures, but I can definitely see us getting the likes of one of those teams, Juve, Roma, and it's gonna be long. It's gonna be peak if we don't have Casemiro in that midfield, right? So um, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. Oh man, Rashford, man, this guy's always trying to dribble. Oh man, second half is starting the same way as the first. It's just a bunch of calls. Oh, what a game. Nice pressure there from Fred. Okay, good. Oh my god, guys. It's a mad one, guys. Oof. Good play there from Rashford. Nice, nice play. Oh, nicely done. One-time layup. What just happened there, man? Bruno took too long to make that pass. It should have been a one-time layoff. But Bruno took too long to make the pass. And then I don't know what Rashford did with the chance. Ooh, holy. Good save from De Gea. Wow, good save from De Gea. You got to see that back. That came fast. That was from the corner. Man, we almost got caught sleeping. De Gea to the rescue again, man. De Gea to the rescue. Yes. There we go. There we go. I step up for 1 minute and now we score. Rashford with the goal. Man, now we can rest a few players. Casemiro off. We don't need any more suspensions or red cards because I don't know who we're going to be facing the next leg, but we definitely need Casemiro. Yeah, we need this one goal so that we can actually bring on, other players, stretch some legs. Well, that was the only way a goal was going to come was from outside the box because both teams have been horrendous with their passing. So it only makes sense it was going to come from an individual effort from Rashford. Good job, Rashford. Individual effort, but we'll take it. We'll take that. I'll take it. Hmm. Yeah, Rashford's coming off, which is what I thought would happen. Yeah, let's rest the kid. Let's get a few fresh legs out there because Rashford has not really had a good game today. But when you're a goal scorer, you can get away with bad performances just because you score that beautiful goal. Okay, Sancho's on now for Fred, and then Rashford is on for. Sorry, Rashford is on. Sorry, Sancho is on for Rashford, and then Sabitzer is on for Fred. So sort of like for like sub. So I'm thinking so Weghorst is probably going to go in the middle, and then I get yeah like for like Sancho on the left wing or the right wing actually, whichever. That's good that he didn't take off Palestri because we need Palestri to gain that confidence. So that was a good move from. Oof. Maguire came close there with the header. Hmm. Okay, Wan-Bissaka with the Tekkas. There we go. Oof. Betis making subs. Ah, that was a close one. That was a good play. That was definitely a good build up play. Bruno to Malacia, back to Bruno. Malacia takes it forward to Sancho. Sancho to Sabitza. Sabitza to Bruno. Yeah, so close, man. That was probably one of the best plays we've had in the game so far. Best connect. Yeah, best play connection. Bruno is out as expected. Nice to see that Bruno's out because Mans can be playing 90 minutes per every game. Yeah, Langa is on. There we go. Nicely done. Nicely done. The layoff was too soon. Oh, Palestra could have held on just a little bit longer. Decision making there. Good press. Good press. Oh, nicely done. Oh, nicely done. Oh, so close, Workhurst. Nicely done. You see a little bit of intricate passing going on now that we've got Sabitza, we've got Sancho, we've got a little bit of runners now. Laying it off. A little bit of intricate passing, but to be honest, the game is over now, so there really isn't. I think Real Betis would be happy to hear the final whistle, and so would we as well. Ooh, Wambasaka with the tackle. I haven't seen that in a while. Man's just out here tackling for fun. Ooh. What the hell was Malasia doing there? I guess he pulled it off, but looks like he was about to karate chop somebody with that skill. I was surprised Lindelof didn't start today. I'd have given Martinez a rest as well. But mm. Dallo's coming on. Is this telling me that maybe Dallo might be Oof. Nice done. Come on, Elanga. Oof. Nice. Nicely done from Alasia. Let's go. That's my man Casemiro, man. Just saying, calm down, take it easy. You don't have to rush to take that throw in. Just wind down the clock at this point. Oof. Just trying to go around the league here. Ooh. And that's it, guys. Manchester United are through to the round of 16 or quarterfinals. I don't even know what stage of. Actually, sorry, this is the quarterfinal stage. This is the quarterfinals. I'm just kidding, guys. The Europa League just seems so long. I totally forgot that the Barcelona game was the that round of 16. Well, we powered through that 90 minutes, guys. We powered through the 90 minutes. Wow, what a game, guys. I almost dozed off here. Um, there really isn't much to take away from it other than the team got the job done. You know, an aggregate 5-1 in aggregate, right? That's you can't ask for any more from your team. Real Betis, we knew it was never really going to be that much of a challenge, but it's football. You always got to take every team seriously because you don't know when that team might have a good day, right? It could just be. We saw what happened with Liverpool. Liverpool has had a horrendous season. We go to Anfield and we get a lashing. We get lashed or trashed 7-0, and then the next weekend Liverpool is losing to Bournemouth. So that's football for you. But at the end of the day, we got to play the games that are in front of us. We're happy to see some positive bounce back. Obviously, the game over the weekend against Southampton was very frustrating, to say the least. But I think that conversation has happened with the red card. It just feels like every United game now, there's a lot of controversies that's going on with the cards. So, but anyways, it definitely was a good game overall. Depending on how you want to look at it, from an entertaining standpoint, it wasn't the greatest game. But from a result standpoint, I think it was a good game. Rashford got his goal in the 54th minute, an individual moment of brilliance, which games like these is what's going to happen because it was the entire, especially the first half, was literally just full 45 minutes of soft fouls, ref having to break up play. And even when they had both teams had possession, they didn't really do too much with the possession they had. Real Betis didn't really look like they were up for this game, to be honest. I think they're more focused on La Liga, trying to um, finish in a Europe spot next season in La Liga. So I think that's more of Real Betis's priorities right now. And Manchester United, we're at that point where we've had a lot of games. These players have played a lot of games in recent weeks slash months, and we've also had the World Cup. So you can definitely see these players are a little tired. Maybe the international break is what these players need to get rejuvenated, because sometimes going back to your national team, the culture is there, the vibe is there. There's no critics from the fans, because those are your country fans, and if it's not a major tournament, everybody's just happy to see you wear the jersey and get out there and kick the ball. So obviously we do have the FA Cup coming up this weekend against Fulham. I think that's going to be definitely going to be a better game than what we watched today. Definitely, it's a must-win game for both teams. So I definitely see Fulham going at it, and I definitely see us going at it as well, which is good to see, because Fulham is a good team. Fulham is a good team. They've done a really great job. They have the ex-United player in Pereira, but they have their forward. What's the forward's name again? But anyways, yeah, they have some pretty good players overall that I think is definitely going to be a good game. Definitely looking forward to watching that as well. Honestly, nothing stood out. David De Gea, I would say he saved us a few times, and if I was going to give a man of the match, I would definitely give it to David De Gea. But we know the majority of fans are going to give the man of the match to Marcus Rashford, just because of that one goal he scored. But if I was being honest and being critical, um, I would give it to David De Gea. I think he made a few saves in the game today that that could have changed it. Whether it was the one goal that we conceded, that could have changed the entire game. So I would give the man of the match to David De Gea, even though, like I said, most fans will give it to Marcus Rashford. Other than that, honestly, no one really stood out today. Casemiro had a clean game. I was kind of nervous that he was going to get a yellow card or a red card or something stupid, but luckily he saw the game out. Unfortunately, he's not going to be there for the FA Cup game on the weekend. But it is what it is. I think Fulham, we have a decent team. Positive is that Sabitzer is back. I think he had an injury, um, a minor injury, but I think Sabitzer will be there. So at least it's a good replacement. It's a decent replacement for Casemiro. So, like I said, I haven't seen too much of Sabitzer to uh, blow his horn too much, but from the little bit I've seen, and also coming from Munich, you've got to be a decent player to be signed by Bayern Munich. So, but anyways, guys, this is all it is has been today. There really wasn't too much to take away from this game. Lackluster is the word that comes to mind. It was Unfortunately, I don't have a channel that I could be interacting with a lot of viewers. We're hoping to build a channel to get to that point where we can have a more interactive watch-alongs. But at the end of the day, it was a game. It's always nice to see Manchester United play, even when we're doing bad and when we're doing well. It's always good to watch the team play. So, but anyways, it's definitely been fun. We're on to the next round. Tomorrow, Friday, March the 17th, is going to be the official announcements for the next group for round of 16, both in the Champions League and the Europa League as well. So looking forward to that. Hopefully we don't get a Juve. Hopefully we don't get a Roma. Hopefully we don't get who else is actually in there. Speaking of other teams, so it looks like Juventus beat Freiburg 2-0. Looks like the player got a red card in that game. Feyenoord beat Shakhtar Donetsk 7-1. Obviously, United beat Real Betis. Uh, Fenerbahce is leading right now, 1-0, but Seville is still up, 2-1 in aggregate. So that game could actually go to the final wire. Speaking of, let me tune into that to see what's up in that game. And then Leverkusen plays at 4 p.m., which is basically I believe is 9 p.m. European time, and then Roma versus Real Sociedad too is at 4 p.m., which is Canada time, but it's probably a 9 p.m. in Europe. So the Seville game. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. There really hasn't been much to take away from this game. I'm just happy to see that we got a goal. Rashford got his goal, so hopefully we can keep that confidence going. But anyways, it's definitely been fun. Till next time, please continue to like, share, subscribe. It means a lot to us. It definitely means a lot. So please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, we'll catch you guys at the FA Cup. Is it quarterfinals or semifinals? FA Cup semifinals. Sorry, FA Cup quarterfinals, not semis. Quarterfinals, and we move, and hopefully that's a good game. And but till next time, guys, let me know who your man of the match was, what you thought of the game. Until next time, take care.